everyone. This is Ryan Ellis, and I am pleased to be joined by the legendary Lee Canady. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, man?
Doing fine. I have a crazy idea, and it might not work. I'm putting you on the spot here, but I came up with like a little bass line. That's why I brought my bass here. Mm-hmm. This is I'm the original owner of it, a 2008 American Fender Jazz bass. And I came up with a little Motown line, and I want to see if, like, you know, ooh, coo cat, whatever you want to sing over it, we'll make up a Motown song on the spot. Now, to make this more special, Lee Canady is arguably one of the founders, one of the people on the ground floor when Motown began. 1959, Berry Gordy walks into Monroe Music, later Lee's Monroe Music. And you don't own it. You managed the store. You later you bought it out. You owned it. But he walks up to you, not to Florence Keywell, the other person in the store, the owner, the actual owner. But he thinks you own it, and he says, "Hey, I got these records. I got this new label. Could you help me sell some albums?" You say yes. He personally invites you to the 20 grand to see the Supremes and the Temptations play the very first show that Motown ever put on when he took it over. You were there.
Yes. But see, at the time, black wasn't on the radio.
Yeah.
They just beginning to get on a little bit. You know, Jackie Wilson was on. Jackie Wilson had a record, I think, when I came here in 59.
Yeah.
Because everybody was doing doo-wop. The Drifter was out.
Oh, that was the genre of the time in the area, doo-wop.
Yeah, the Drifter had a record I called "On the Boardwalk," up on the boardwalk, down by the sea.
Love that song. Yeah.
With a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
Oh.
And man, we was going out up on the boardwalk.
Love that song.
See, and Barry, he came out with a different kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but at the time, well, records wasn't on the radio. Like WCHB, they had, I'm talking about make a big, like the top 100, I put it that way.
Yeah.
Billboard.
Yeah.
You got to go to CKLW. And so to get there, somebody got to report it. And we happened to buy it direct from the manufacturer, as Monroe Music. So we reported the records to them. Not for CHB, to CKLW, those stand channels.
Yeah.
Because they had music out. So I don't know what Barry had done. Evidently, he probably knew how it rolled at the time. You had to go to certain channels. So, But anyway, in promoting this record, he came to my store. And he walked in, and I was mopping the floor. And Miss Keywell was at the front, behind the counter, sitting on a stool we had back there where the phone was. She's on the phone. And he walked up to me and he says, I don't know exactly what he said, but indication that he wanted me to hear these records.
Man.
And I talked to myself, you know, I do it later and that kind of thing. He said just then, when I got time, listen to him. And that's how I met him. But anyway, when they would have something to 20 grand, that's the club it was then, where they would always invite the people who could promote the records.
Yeah.
I could do something for him, put it that way. And the disc jockey would be out there. And in those days, white wasn't going to the 20 grand. It was mostly black was going that time. And they were scared.
It was mixed, but it was mostly black.
Right. When I came here, I was living on Linwood. I can't think the cross street, but anyway, the cross street run right by Road and Franklin House. Okay? I can look out my window.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where Aretha's father and Aretha lived.
Right.
C.L. Franklin, Aretha Franklin.
Right.
The man with the golden voice, like they called him.
Right. And so, but anyway, if you see white people in the neighborhood, you would think that he's probably a police officer, a bill collector, because in that time, people would come to your house and he be paying money, insurance or whatever, and it was big in black neighborhoods, you see.
Yeah.
So I'm just talking about how it was that at the 20 grand when on the opening night he would have the important people out there who could maybe help him do what he's trying to do. So it would be a lot of white people there. And they have policemen there in plain clothes, but they would be off duty. At the time, they wasn't allowed, I don't think it's called moonlighting.
Yeah.
They was doing it one while and they voted it out. Anyway, they would walk us to our car. And those nights, other than that, I didn't go down to the
Because
club.
you were black to protect you.
Well, I was afraid because 12th Street, that's what it was black. You know, that's where black people went and on Shane and places like that on the east side. I had heard about these places before I came here. I was a country boy, you know, hadn't been to the big city. And I'm at a big city now. I don't know anything about these people. And they look at me and they tell me, that's a country boy. But I didn't go out there. And so I just mingled with the people that my brother-in-law and sister, and I met some other people here that from my hometown. So my classmates were still here. That's who was my friends that we hang out with together. Man. But mixing and going to the east side to the club, I didn't do that. But I started working at the Monroe Music downtown there. And that's how I met Berry Gordy. And so every time he would have something, that's big to get in the 20 grand.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was a lot of people singing, and Tempo the Temptation got to 20 grand. They was doo-wopping under the street lights.
Street artists, basically, street band.
Well, they trying to anywhere to get
street performers.
Well, when people do that, they perform anywhere. I get somebody to attention. You know, a lot of cats used to come to my store and dance and things.
Try out. Yeah, they wanted you to manage them, in fact.
And sometimes they would be on the scene dancing, you know, things like that. So people always express themselves. But anyway,
so
I was always there because he trying to get his record on CKLW, a Billboard or whatever, which we list the records every Monday. To the channel.
Top 10 list.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this crazy idea, Lee. Crazy idea. So, man went by the name Ed Wolfrum. Dr. Ed Wolfrum went to college from here in Detroit, went to college to be an electrical engineer, was only a teenager, only 16 years old. He invents a direct input or DI box, colloquially known as the Wolfbox, and now more commonly known as the direct box. And this was, you know, you had a horn section, you had singers, you had piano, and then you had guitars and drums. And so all cramped in, you know, Hitsville, USA, you've been there, small space, and they got to record all these different instruments and make it all sound like it sounds in the recordings. Amazing. Timeless. So this 16-year-old pipsqueak snot-nosed kid invents this little thing called the Wolfbox, we'd call the direct box, and it had either a triad A-11J or A-12J capacitor inside. And that it had this element, this kind of like, you know, the periodic table, all the different elements, called molybdenum. And molybdenum softens metal, but also has unique magnetic properties when used with audio that give a richer bass sound and a flatter response. So it's a very beautiful sound. So this is what was used on the bass, on the guitars, mainly the bass, for every Motown recording from, I believe, either 1963 or 1964 to the end. I have a friend who is associated with a company that re-released this direct box with Dr. Wolfrum before he died, and I have one with the original capacitor, A-12J capacitor inside, and I'll let you check it out. This is it right here, the Wolfbox.
Okay.
That is the Motown sound. The bass would always plug into these. And speaking of sound, Where'd it go? So that's the Wolfbox.
It's a Motown DJ. It's got it on here.
Motown D.I. Yes, sir.
And that's where it gets its sound?
That's how the bass and the guitars would record, through that into the mixer. Yes, sir. That's exactly how they did all their recordings. Okay.
See, I didn't know how they.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. I didn't know how they get the sound. I thought it came from. I didn't know the machine made you. But I know the Temptation had their own microphone.
Yeah, talk about that. They had levers on them or something like that, and they didn't have to hold them.
It goes up, and then the extension will come off from them. The extension will come out like that lamp. That'd be the extension. Everyone had their own microphone.
It was wireless.
And the little part that they be singing in would be the big as your thumb, you know?
Yeah.
The mic would be small. I'm talking about a little tube come out, something like that.
Very thin and tall.
Yeah. There should be a lot of pictures on that someplace, you know, because that's the way they did. It's just like they had the, and everybody liked when they set up a stage because they had the mic and how they set up, and they had their own Temptation Walk, they had their own dance. See, before people just got up and used to just shake a little bit, but it wasn't that many things else, but it just wasn't like that.
This is my 2008 American Fender Jazz. Okay.
Man, you play a thing.
Like doom 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 doom.
You could be a musician. You can play in any band you want.
You know. Oh my! I'm not even saying humming it in the right key.
See that? That's really good, man.
But I would love if.
It's really good. Man.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you just be going. I look at your phone. You go to the same spot and you ain't looking there. I'm just saying. I mean, it takes. See, I know for what it is to do that. Like, you know, you got to know what to hit back here and when to hit it, and make your fingers up here coordinate. It's a lot. Just and someone says, I can do that. It ain't that easy.
Yeah, it's the truth. Practice makes permanent the quality of your
practice.
practice.
Practice means anything, but I mean, still and you still got, when you tap it in, you don't forget what it is. Dun, 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 dun. And I be saying, well, you know, somebody didn't keep it up. I'm just still saying all that's important.
Amen. Amen.
It's just like anything else. When you make a person make a decision, he know what go along with the decision when he made it. And you don't, man, you ain't seen other thing.
Amen.
It could be positive, negative. You got to know, if I do that, I know that happens. Bad, go that way. I'm going this way.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing.
Yes, sir.
And you're good, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah. cool cat, cool cat. Whoa. I don't even know. Like what you could sing over that. That's kind of more bluesy doo-woppy, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if we made a Motown song here on the spot, what would you sing over?
Well, you see, I don't know the Motown song.
Cool cat, oh, Lee Canady, the cool cat, oh.
Yeah, see,
I don't even know. That's more blues.
Some people can hear it one time and make a song just like that.
Yeah. I can't play and sing, so that's why I gotta get you to sing.
I understand, but I'm not. I'm not. I couldn't do that, man. I have no idea. Those people are exceptionally smart, man. I know that. It's like doing what you do. See, you gonna make the same thing and doing it right on time. Just where you left off at. See that? It's the same way with dancers. When a group in dancing, 4 or 5 people saying, doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, all in sync, all in tune.
I couldn't do that for no fucking way. I wasn't even rehearsal. You understand what I'm saying? And singers, entertainers, rock and roll, jazz people, some people can do that shit. I just can't. And a lot of people can't. And it's amazing. Chewing gum and walking at the same time. I think you could play anyone you want to play.
I would love that.
And like myself, I had to work on emotion. You follow me?
Yeah.
I had to work, and sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. I don't know, man. But you good, man.
You're so kind. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just having so much fun, and I love that you were foundational. You were at the very first Motown show at the 20 Grand, personally invited by Berry Gordy, who you already had this long friendship, working relationship with, and here you got to interact with the original D.I box with the new old stock A-12J triad capacitor.
Okay.
It is amazing that the full circle being the circle is now complete of your life here. Yet another one, hopefully, of many yet to come.
Well, it sounds good, man.
Thank you. Oh, wait till you hear the recording. I'm hoping it'll sound even better.
Yeah. You should try singing, man. You could play and do that.
Oh, well, see.
And with harmony, like you sang, and make it pretty. As Miles Davis told me, he says, whatever you do, just make it pretty. Do it,
Yeah.
Do. You could play music and put your voice behind it and shooby-doo with it. Like, I know a lot of cats do that, man.
All right. See if you can sing to this one more time. I know you just put you on the spot here. I told you, I'll put you on the spot.
You go ahead.
see, I sound too 50s, like, cool cat, oh, oh, oh. That's too like 1950s. It's too rock and roll. It's not Motown. I don't know. Yeah. See,
Well,
I'm putting you on the spot here. We need a songwriter to step in and help us out here. Get you some lyrics and something.
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I put you on the spot. And then see, what I need to do for you is I need to learn on. I'll come back. I need to learn on bass my way.
Right.
That's what I need to do.
I could be into that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, homework time. All right, let me put this back, and we'll go into our regularly scheduled program. And now the time is here.
And
for
so
us.
I face my final decision. I've never faced my final curtain, my friend.
Well, you said that clear. You did state your case.
Of which I'm certain.
Made yourself certain. Yeah,
I feel it already.
Everything's all different now.
But now the time is near. And so I face the final curtain. My friend, say clear. State my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I had a few. Then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. So I threw without exemption. I traveled each charted course, each careful step along the byways and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has doubt. Said the words he truly feels are not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my way. That's it. That's it. Man, I love this song, man. When it first came out, man, yeah, it's just groovy. I'm gonna groove it down one day.
Yes, sir. I gotta learn that on the
Yeah.
ye old bass git fiddle.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. Here, let's do our next segment.
Okay, all right.
Coming right up, coming right at you, coming,
Right.
doing it live. We're doing it live, like
Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly. Make sure